What's with that? What's all that noise you making?
Don't know. Worst
No,
day of the week,
shit.
y'all. Worst day of the week is live. Worst day of the week is live. Yes, we are. Y'all make sure y'all like and share the video. Come on in, like and share the
Which
video.
one of these are you? Airdrop. Let's see. Is that
Um,
you?
Andre, the people.
Oh,
Andre,
duh.
yeah. I'm Andre. Okay, I got it.
Right. I think I can see my shirt. I really do. Hey, how y'all
Hello, hello,
doing?
hello. Welcome to Worst Day of the Week, y'all. We're gonna be live in just a second.
Just a
Waiting on a
second.
few more people to come on in the room. Come on, come on, come on. Make sure you like and share our video. We got some really good topics for y'all today.
Do we
What
now?
happened? What
Do
happened?
we now?
Yes, we do. We have some really, really
Hmm.
great topics. One major topic for you. Yeah. So make sure you know we're gonna be talking about mental health. We got some really special guests. Got Miss Cynthia Brown and then Miss Teneshia Flint. I hope I said her name right. Did I say that right? Ernie.
Yes, Tanisha Flint.
Y'all,
Tanisha.
Ernie is
It's
looking at pictures of
Tanisha.
herself. Y'all
I
know how
just
she
uploaded
get
a
when
picture
she,
of myself to my
yeah,
story.
you know how she
First
get
of all,
when.
I'm gonna make you some money. I'm gonna make you some
Y'all know how
money.
Ernie get when she get to
I'm gonna make
looking
you
at
some money,
herself.
man.
All right. Y'all, what's that a
You're
leak?
stressing me.
Where's that a leak? I'm a freak a leak.
Freakily.
Where's that a week, y'all, is live right now.
Worst day of the week. Worst day of the week.
It's gonna be a good day, even on my worst day. Nothing makes me smile more than hanging with my family. LOLs and good times, yeah, that's how we mob it. No filters on the real deal. Say something, get it poppin'. Laughing is good for the soul. Keep it 100, yeah, you already know. Not Friday, Saturday, Sunday, but the worst day of the week. It's not Friday, Saturday, Sunday, but the worst day of the week. Yeah. Yeah.
Worst day of the worst day of the worst day of the week.
Worst day of the week. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
What's up, y'all? This is the worst day of the week. This is your boy Andre.
And this your girl, Ernie.
Hey, Ernie, how you doing, Ernie?
I'm doing good.
Did you have a good
You can
weekend?
tell when I'm like in a good mood.
I can't tell when you're in a good
No.
mood. Did you have a good
I
weekend?
did. I hung out with you like always.
Is that the story? Like that's been the story like the
Just
last couple of
weird.
weeks. Yeah,
Like I'm with you all the time.
that's not a good thing.
I know.
Oh my
I need a
goodness.
man. I
We
need a
might-
man.
A meat.
A man. I need a man. But when I get a man, I'm bringing him around you too. Like he just like I'm like, listen,
please.
Andreas, he's a package deal.
Will your package deal?
Yes. I'll be like, listen.
I don't know if they're gonna like that.
They're gonna
Ernie.
love it. It's
I
gonna be
don't
so
think so.
fun.
I don't really think that they're gonna like that. Welcome, y'all.
They
Welcome
gonna
to the
love it.
worst day of the week.
I'm
We
trying
so
to go
happy
share the
that
video,
you're here.
y'all, because I don't understand what's going on the main page. Like,
Oh, I don't
what's
understand
going on.
either.
Okay.
Let's see.
Go share it and I'll share it from where you doing.
Okay.
Hey y'all, we got 13 viewers.
Okay.
That's good for the first few minutes. Actually makes me feel kind of happy. Like, oh,
It makes you feel kind of happy. That's good.
yeah, I want to one day.
One viewer
As soon
makes
as we
me
go
feel happy.
live,
I'm like,
it's like
I'm
100
always
people.
excited when anybody's watching. So
Okay, here we go. He's lying.
Ooh, look at there. That's why I'll be like, yeah.
Okay, yeah, share it and I'll go share it from yours.
Okay, I'm sharing.
Thank you, friend.
Okay, I'm sharing. It's shared. There
Yeah,
we go.
I really have to get my voice back. Every weekend, all the weekends that I spend with Andre, I be laughing hysterically.
You be laughing
and screaming
hysterically?
at him. I'm screaming at him. I'm laughing.
Why?
And if I lose my voice,
Why
I
you
have
be
weak.
screaming
I
at
have
me?
weak vocal cords.
Oh,
Can you help me strengthen them? What do I
yeah,
need to do?
because mine's is real strong.
Yeah,
my
yeah.
vocal
You'll
cords-
never lose your voice.
Oh,
So can you want to give me a voice lesson?
I'm not gonna give you a voice lesson today, Ernie. We are going to what we talking. What's your shirt say?
My shirt says mental wealth.
Mental wealth. What's that all
Yes.
about?
So basically, I feel like everything is driven by your mind. I mean, the power of the mind.
The power of the mind.
So if your mind is not intact and you're, like maybe you're like, missing a few marbles or, maybe you took some drugs
Missing
and,
a few marbles.
and they kind of like threw you off your game.
Yeah.
I just feel like you're not going to be
We talked
performing
about
at your
that
best
a
self.
couple of weeks ago. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true.
Because I got a funny story. Like one time I took an edible
Oh, please don't tell me the story. You got to wait to tell me later. We're
Tell
going
you
to
later?
introduce our guest
Yeah.
first.
It's yeah. I said I need to. I'm not talking anymore because I'm afraid of what I'm saying. So your mind always has to be in tip top shape.
It
Because
does.
you just never know what's
What's gonna
because
come out.
everything is from here. Everything starts here.
Yeah.
So I mean, this has to be
Because
wealthy.
it starts here and
This
then
has
it
to
comes
be
out of
wealthy.
here.
Your
and
mind has to be
shows
wealthy.
here. And yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So that's why.
Well, we're going to introduce our guests. We have Cynthia Brown and Teneshia Flint. We are so excited. I'm so excited to talk
I
to
know.
them. I don't know.
Cynthia Brown, she goes by lots of titles.
Mm-hmm. We're going to let
But
them
the most
introduce
important
themselves.
one, oh my God.
We're going to let you. I'm going to go ahead and bring them
but
in.
I want to talk about the most important title she
the
goes
most
by.
important. Okay.
Mommy.
Okay. Mommy. All right. That's your mommy.
You're just not gonna let me tell my edible story. I like how you interrupted me.
Mommy.
That is my mommy.
Hello, welcome guests. Hey ladies, how
Hello.
y'all doing?
Make them bigger.
Make them bigger?
We can't.
I don't think
Hi.
so.
Hi.
Let me see. I probably
Hi,
can.
Tanisha. Hi,
Hello.
Cynthia.
There we go.
Oh, I can call her Cynthia.
Miss Cynthia.
Hi.
I can be like
That's
Cynthia.
what you better be saying, Miss
So
Cynthia.
Cynthia.
Okay.
Yeah. It's very weird. So Cynthia, I have a question.
What's your question?
I don't have one. I
Oh, okay.
I just want to practice.
You see how she didn't answer you.
She's
She's not gonna talk.
Cynthia,
She's not gonna take
Cynthia,
that.
you need to answer to Cynthia on the live.
Miss Cynthia.
Answer to Cynthia.
Okay, we're gonna try that later, Aaron. I don't think that's
we'll
gonna
try
work.
later. It says share this video with
We are
friends.
so excited to have you ladies on the show today. Please welcome to the show.
That is so sweet of you to give them the applause. Because let me tell you, they deserve applause. They've spent years, they've spent hours and years being they're very educated women. And so they deserve applause because I don't have it. I don't have it in me to do all that research and all that studying that they do. No. Like I'm telling you,
ladies, won't you introduce yourselves?
I'm Cynthia Brown. I'm a licensed clinical social worker as well as a licensed chemical dependency counselor. And I've been in the field for over 20 years.
Oh, amazing. Over 20 years? That's a really long time. Do you enjoy what you do, Miss Cynthia?
It is. I do. I'm nearing burnout, I'm gonna be honest, but I do enjoy what I do.
That's amazing.
And my name is, can you hear me? My name is
I can.
Teneshia Flint, and I have an MSc in nursing and nursing education, but my specialty is in mental health. So I've been in the field, been a nurse for 22 years, I think. Yeah,
Wow.
Okay. No, this is a lot. This is
a
lot of experience over here. This is together 40 years. This is going to be an awesome show. I can't wait. We had some of our viewers, because we let them know that you were going to be on the show, and then we have some questions from our viewers for you, and we'll get into those a little later. But today's show is about mental health, and being great. August is a National Wellness Month. National Mental Health Awareness Month is in May, but August is National Wellness Month. So mental health is a part of being, well. And so we did want to highlight on that today, because for me, it was just about like this weekend, like I realized how much of a toxic person I am.
Oh my God.
And how, my decisions and the way that I am when I'm in public, affect everybody.
Well, this is like, you sound like you're on a journey to change.
I was on a journey to change. You know what the problem is, you meet people and you be like, they'll tell you not to change. And they be like, oh, don't change. Always be yourself. Be who you are. And a lot of times we tell people that, and it's not necessarily a good thing. Like, don't keep being that way.
So one day we're walking down the hallway, I'm telling you, and we were laughing and joking. And in my complex, basically all the doors are inside the building. So we laughing, we joking, and we walking by each door for a brief second, but I'm sure they heard us laughing. But one lady comes out and she's brushing her wig and she's like, "My baby is inside sleeping." And then Andre says, "Oh, okay, well, she probably don't like your wig." And I'm just like, okay, no, that was not the answer that I wanted you to give her. I wanted you to say, like, "I'm sorry, we gonna keep it down."
First of all, if we're walking down a hallway,
Okay,
you're
justifying it. You're
only
justifying
going to
it.
hear us for about 6 seconds.
You're
we
justifying
walked
it.
past her door. We had already passed her door, and she decided to open up the door and bother us. We didn't even know you had a baby. Like, we don't know. We don't even want to know. So I think that sometimes you have to watch how you handle people.
Okay, true.
You do. You really
so you feel
do.
like she deserved that.
What are some when people are always telling you? I'm going to ask the ladies, the professionals.
Okay, I'm
when
be
people
quiet.
are always telling you, like so like Erin just said, it sounds like I want to change, like I'm on a journey for change. And so when you realize your toxicity, how am I saying it? Your toxic level, and you
Ninja Turtle.
you realize that you want to do something to change it, and mentally you're just like, you're drained mentally because you just your brain is just not operating the way that you want it to when you are around your friends and people that you love. Like it's not that I feel like I'm on a show, but I feel like I'm on a show. Like I feel like, oh, they're expecting something from me, and so I have to give them exactly what that is, because if I am being myself, then they're going to think something's wrong with me. If I'm just quiet and I'm just, just enjoying it, just.
So when you're bubbly and making everybody laugh, are you putting on a show?
That is a show.
We gonna have to dive in.
I'm not a bubbly person.
Let's talk to the ladies. We need to know why is he doing it?
Yeah.
Well, a lot of times we have several selves. That's the first thing. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Some are for when we are with our intimate friends, when we're alone, known and unknown. And you have built your character in society with other people around, and that's who you are. And now, for whatever reason, you're afraid to take that away. And I don't know if if acceptance or whatever that is, but oftentimes when you're ready to make a change, you look at the people around versus going into self. And oftentimes we don't want to look at ourselves because that's really hard. It's easier to look at you and fix you versus to deal with me. So that is a lot of it. And, it's just up to you to stand in your own square and say, this is who I am. And every day it's not the same. Every day doesn't have to be, a happy, bubbly day. We all have days where we just don't feel like talking much. And it's okay to say that, today is just not, it's not the day for me to be that person. But at the next family reunion, trust, I'll be back, whatever that is.
Thank you so much for that.
Last night
Miss Cynthia has something. Miss
sorry.
Cynthia.
No, I kind of want to just add to that. I think sometimes we have a need to perform or to be liked. And we think we have to become these people that people think we should be. And I think that when you're really performing or you're being yourself. And I think we're getting to the point where we really need to be our true, authentic self.
It's crazy because a lot of is she done?
Did the sound go? Something happened to the sound.
She done talking?
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay.
She's like, that's it. Period. Sometimes like my authentic self is a little bit like, oops, said that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dang it, here she go again.
And see,
it's like you're almost revealing too much about your authentic self. How do you that's where I am? Because it's like I can be an open book. You can know everything about me. But then I'm like, oops, I probably shouldn't have said that.
That's me.
Yeah.
It's like that. Not that, like I said, I feel like I'm on the show, but not on the show. But like, it's like, I'm saying things. And then later when I get in my car, I feel like I need to call somebody and apologize.
Yeah.
Like, okay, so I was at a birthday dinner for my friend Dana, the Curvy Slayer. I went to her birthday. Happy birthday, Dana. And her birthday, she had her dinner at a steakhouse at Bob's Steakhouse here in Dallas at the Omni. And so it was supposed to be a private room, first of all. The room wasn't private because there were 2 other tables in the room, in this private room. So anyway, And this I'm blaming the restaurant, because had those two tables not have been in there, then we wouldn't have had this problem. But anyway, so every time I go out for somebody's birthday, I want to sing really loud. Like, I want to embarrass them. I want to everybody in the restaurant to know that it's their birthday. So, I announced it. I'm like, attention, Bob's Steakhouse guest. It is
No, you did
Dana's
not.
33rd birthday. Woo! Everybody make noise.
I'm leaving.
There was a lady.
Somebody just said that you did something there.
There was
Bob's
a lady.
Steakhouse.
Listen, she put up the church finger and she walked out as soon as I started speaking and, being loud, And so when I finished everything, happy birthday to you, yeah, all of that. When we finished, I asked the lady, we're preparing to cut the cake. I asked the lady, I said, ma'am, were you embarrassed? And she said, yes. And I said, how could you have been embarrassed with that fanny pack and them orthopedic sandals on? That's what she said.
Y'all, we need intervention. No. We need intervention. No, look at the therapist. They're like, nope. They look at the therapist.
So my question to you is this: where does it come from?
I don't know. It comes right out of my mouth. That's where it comes from.
It comes from your mouth, but
to be.
Let's listen. Let me see what she got to
Okay.
say.
So I mean, I understand it comes from your mouth, but the thing is, nothing that happened that we see in people, it comes from somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's something that, it comes from somewhere that you feel like you need to, perform or whatever, put on a show. And that's the question. Yeah. Where does it come from? And it may not be answered tonight, and that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
But sit and look.
You need some deep, extensive. We need some one-on-one.
But so yeah, that's that is. I mean, if you felt like maybe you shouldn't have done that, or it should have been done a different way, then that's something for you to address and decide where it comes from.
Mm-hmm.
Just like for example, you said she put up the church finger. Where did we get that from? We're taught that.
Yeah, right. Mm-hmm.
Anybody who's been to a good Baptist church, you put the holy finger up when you leave, because we're taught that, and that's ingrained in us. So that's something that we do.
The problem that I had with what happened, because it was funny to all of my friends, they were laughing. It was hilarious, and then I didn't mean it to be a joke. I really meant, like, how could you possibly have been embarrassed with a fanny pack and
someone wants to know, what did you accomplish by telling her that?
I accomplished.
You made people laugh.
No, it wasn't about that. I just wanted to know why she was embarrassed by me, and how dare she? Like, yeah. I wanted to know why she was embarrassed. And then, like, if anything embarrassed you, it should have been the way that you.
No,
it wasn't right.
Nope.
It wasn't right. And I tried to call my friend Dana and apologize, and she didn't answer. She sent me the voicemail. It said your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice.
Somebody said it accomplished nothing. It looked like a couple of people laughed. So it sounds like you like to roast people. You do like the roast people.
I do enjoy a good roasting session.
But you have to figure where that come from.
And then you have to pick my battles, because I didn't know this woman, and she didn't know me. I feel horrible. She was so upset. Her husband was upset. He didn't say anything to me or anything, but it could have went a different way. I could have
off the show. We're gonna get you some help.
Leave me alone here.
Okay, we're gonna get you some help. We're gonna let them.
Let me add something to that. We have roles that we play in our family, and it sounds like Andre he could be the scapegoat or the class, almost like being a class clown. You've been playing this role for so long that you think that this is what people expect. Yeah, and so you might want to go back and start identifying the role that you played in your family, and it looks like it's kind of splitting over into your adult life.
Yeah.
So now it's not as cute as it was when we were younger,
right?
And so we have to be mindful that some of the things that come out of our mouth maybe shouldn't come out. There's a time and a place for everything that we say. And we have to be careful what we're speaking, because you're speaking that into existence.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I don't want to hurt people. I really don't. I really do.
That's all
I
I got,
want
yeah.
I want to make people laugh, but I
Yeah.
don't want to
But
hurt
not at the
other people.
expense of
Right.
others.
I don't want to hurt people in the process. That was it. It was funny. I admit it was
Yeah.
very, very funny,
Yeah.
but it was so uncalled for.
Yeah.
It was
Well,
disrespectful.
it looks like you are.
It was
you're
the
starting
woman.
to see
The
yourself.
woman could have been my mother. And how if my mother was out enjoying
Mhm.
herself at a nice fine dining restaurant, minding her business, even if she wanted to put her church finger up when some kids were playing at the table next to
Mhm.
her, none of those kids
Yeah.
are able to disrespect my
Well, the
mother.
good thing about it,
And so
is-
that's where I feel like,
Yeah.
I'm like, oh,
well, you
I
see, you're
messed
starting to
up.
see yourself. That's good, friend.
But
You see
I see
yourself.
it when it's too late. So that's what I
true.
want to ask the ladies. When how do I go into the room and own the same room and still be myself
Yeah.
without with
Without
with
offending
caution?
people.
Yeah, how do I stop myself? What are
Mhm.
some good ways to stop myself before I don't want to be
I wanna
heavily
know the answer to
medicated,
this,
but
too.
I want to be able to talk myself out of, like, back myself down. I do try to think before I speak. I
Mhm.
have been practicing that the last couple of years. But what are some ways that I can talk myself out of this?
Other than giving yourself time, number one,
Okay.
and then let it be a thought, just like you said, this lady could have been my mom. So if it were your mom, how would that have gone? How would you have felt if you had been there with your mom and someone talked to her like that?
Right.
So that is called empathy. That's putting
Mhm.
yourself in the other person's shoes to know how they would feel in that situation.
Mhm.
Oftentimes, it's believe it or not, I can have a sword for a tongue, but over the years, I've had to learn, number one, what am I going to be giving my energy to?
Mhm.
Everything doesn't deserve a response.
Mhm.
And actually, in the end of that, I'm happier. It's like you don't have to have all these battles and then have to, oh, I regret I shouldn't have said that, because you
Mhm.
don't let it leave your mouth. But just start by having empathy. Think about if that's your mom, that's your
Yeah.
dad, that's somebody
Yeah.
you care about in that situation. How would you want this to go? And then act accordingly.
Mhm. So you have to slow down. You can't be so impulsive.
Oh my God, that's so hard. Slow down.
Well, last
'Cause I'm
night we
moving,
went
like-
out last night and you were very calm. You didn't
Yeah.
do a lot of that.
I
And
was-
so, oh, okay. Well, that may have to be
I do self-medicate.
So I want to talk about just in case the people did not read. So Cynthia Brown,
Mhm.
aka my mama, she's a clinical social worker. I have to let everybody know that because I need them to know why I'm so.
I don't think that
Why
they
I'm
can
so
miss
awesome.
that, because I think they see where you get your beauty from.
They
So,
have
I
to know
mean,
why I'm so
that is
awesome.
very
'Cause
clear.
So she's a licensed clinical social worker and a licensed chemical dependency counselor, and she basically works with soldiers,
Mhm.
people that are dealing with post-traumatic stress
Oh,
disorder,
wow.
post-traumatic traumas, I believe drug addictions as well. Miss
Wow.
Brown, right? Hoarding.
Yes.
We specialize in people that hoard, and so yeah. Somebody just sent me a message that I look just like her. And so yeah, she believes it's very important for the therapy to be in the African American community, because Black people don't go to therapy.
Right.
I do because I got a mom for a therapist, but yeah, I have friends that'll go through something traumatic, like a death of a loved one or
Mhm.
anything, and they'll be like, "Yeah, I didn't go to counseling." And I'm like, "Why?"
Right.
We lost the camera.
We did. We lost the camera. I'm trying
Okay.
to fix it. Go
Yeah.
ahead.
And I'll be like, "Why didn't you go to therapy?" That's something that's very traumatic. So you almost
Right.
can't get through it alone because the people next to you are grieving as well, So you don't really have an outlet. And then you have people that aren't equipped to help you because they maybe haven't been through a loss, or they, even if somebody that's been through sexual abuse, they don't go to therapy. And it's like, why
Right.
not? And me, I'm just blissfully ignorant because I'm like, everybody should go to therapy. It's available, but maybe it's not available to everybody.
To everybody.
So
Some people think that it's really, really expensive and
yeah,
that they can't afford it.
yeah.
There are different reasons. There's the stigma of, like,
Well, that's a
what
question for
people
them.
would think.
Do you guys do like pro bono work or work for? Do you like do something on like where they just pay a little piece of what they should pay or based on what they can afford? Low income therapy, is that a thing?
It is a thing.
Let's talk about that a little bit, because there is a thing. There's a
It is
thing, and
a
I think
thing.
that's where
Mhm.
Teneshia.
Oh,
Oh, you froze,
yeah. Go
Cynthia.
ahead, Teneshia, and we'll let her come back.
Okay,
Okay, we
I was
got you
going to
back.
let
Come back.
Teneshia speak, but can you hear me? Okay.
You were breaking up a little
Based
bit.
on that, there is a high rate. Am I back?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
The reality of it, y'all, guys, is there is a lot of untreated, and a lot of it is because there's a disparity in our community. You know, there's not enough treatment for people of color. You know, and I think a lot of people want to be treated by people that look like them. You know, and I think there's a lot of people that are diagnosed with mental illness that don't get the necessary help that. And yeah, it's expensive. A lot of people don't have insurance. More importantly, a lot of people don't know where to find the right help. And I think that's where Teneshia and I came. We wanted to really be able to provide affordable care, especially for our women of color. That's kind of what our specialty is right now. But there's a lot. I heard Andre say there is a stigma about mental illness. It's still something that we don't want to talk about, you know, in our families, in our homes. You know, we want to, if we don't talk about it, it doesn't exist, but it does. You know, we see it all on the television now. They use it to continue to further stigmatize us. You know, we are treated as criminals because we have mental illness, we have an addiction. Instead of giving us the necessary help, we're put in jail or prison. You know, so we really have to look at that. A lot of people really want to go in and ask for help because of the treatment that they may.
Absolutely.
Yeah, most definitely.
Do you find you see more women than men?
It's about it's probably 50-50 probably.
Oh, that's good.
That's
Okay.
wonderful.
It is, and just to add on to what Cynthia was saying is, oftentimes we don't have the best information to make the best decisions for ourselves or our family members. Oftentimes we need an advocate to say what it is that is going on and what we need, because you know you would be surprised that how people come in and you ask them something like, well, what medication are you taking, and they have no idea. Well, how much are you taking? They have no idea. So it's hard for me to say, well, this medication is probably you need more of it because it's not working, or you know, because we don't have that medical literacy to make the best decisions for ourselves. And do you really think, you know, it's been my experience that oftentimes we can't depend on others to make those decisions, those best decisions for us. So that's why it's really important that people like myself and Cynthia, we step out and start to reach out to the people who need help, because a number of people, you know, they're clinically depressed. They have anxiety. They can't function. Can you imagine having an anxiety so bad that you don't want to leave your house, like ever, you know? So those are the things that we see in our community, and it's very quiet kept because we have been indoctrinated that, you know, what goes on in this house stays in our house. However, in the survey, it's about an even number of the people widespread who have mental illnesses or who carry that diagnosis. But when we look at the soldiers and veterans, there is a huge percentage of them that are Black, and they've done 3 and 4 tours, and you know, then they come home and have to be reintegrated. But they're not getting in, but they don't want to go and look at somebody that doesn't look like them, so they choose not to seek care. And that not only causes issues or problems in their homes, but in the communities as well.
Yeah, it was very important for me to have a Black woman as a therapist. When I went through whatever I went through. And I was in a transparency moment. Some of the things I know I deal with on a daily, almost daily, of course, it's depression, lack of motivation,
Mm-hmm.
anxiety, and these things really can make you not want to get out of bed. They
Right,
make you
right.
not want to leave your house.
Mhm.
It's times
And
where
it's not even like you're saying, like, because I used to hear that, and then like
Mhm.
until I experienced it, I didn't know
Mhm.
what that meant. When you
Mhm.
say I can't, they can make you not get out of bed.
Mhm.
I physically, like when
Can't
I'm
get out of bed.
depressed, I physically
Mm-mm.
cannot get
No.
out of the bed.
And you actually can't do anything.
Right. There's like something pulling me,
And let me tell you,
keeping me
I
there.
was one of the people that said, I'm not going to push myself, because I feel like if I push myself, I'm not going to be any good.
Mhm.
I'm not going to be at my best level of creativity. I'm not going to put out my best work. So I literally stop. And even if it takes me a week to do anything,
Mhm.
oh well, like I'm not about to push through that, because I know if I'm down, you're not going to get my best work. So I don't know if that's a good idea, Teneshia
Yeah.
Brown, but that's kind of how I deal with it.
Well, it's a catch-22. I think it is one. Yes, you probably do need to get out of bed. You need to bathe. You need to do things like that.
Yes.
Okay. However, it is a thing, and this is where Cynthia and we really work together well, because our thing for that we deal with is self-care.
Mhm.
We have been indoctrinated, especially, I mean, not taking anything away from Black men, but especially as Black women, that we are to put everybody else in front of
Mhm.
us.
Yep.
Everything
Yeah.
down to the plants being watered before we
Mhm.
take care of ourselves.
Mhm.
And what we're doing is we're
My
not,
plants get more water than me.
and that's not a good thing, right?
Not in my house.
Right.
So that's where we talk to you about taking care of yourself first, because then you're able to be
Yeah.
more creative. And and when you're not taking care of yourself, there's where relationship problems come in. That's where a number of other things come in. Your health goes away.
Right.
And we look at a lot of, we talk a lot about therapy and all, and I deal a lot, although I was trained in Western medicine, I deal a lot more with alternative things,
Mhm.
because I'm just not one that believes you should take a pill for everything either. There are
Mhm.
things that we can be doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, like smoke a blunt.
And before
I'm sorry.
before we get into that, we're gonna pretend we didn't hear that. Okay, we have Teneshia Flint. That's who was just speaking. She's a registered nurse. She has a Master of Science in Nursing and a specialty in mental health nursing. She's also a Reiki practitioner, so I'm ready to get into that. Tell me what that is. And then she focuses on self-care and mental health in the Black community. And we will also be discussing waist beads, which I just started wearing 2 weeks ago, yoni eggs, and then I guess Reiki goes. It's another type of.
What is Reiki? Like,
Wait,
what's
Teneshia
Reiki?
has the floor.
Teneshia, what's
No.
Reiki? I want to know what Reiki is. It's in a
Okay.
game. It sounds like Tetris.
No, it's
Oh.
basically it literally means life force. Okay.
Life force.
Yes.
Okay.
It promotes healing, and it deals
Mhm.
with anxiety and depression and a number of other things. And
What is the Reiki? Oh.
right. So it's so we think about our mental body, our
Mhm.
mental, our mind, and our bodies, but then we have an energy field around us. Andre, you were talking about how you can go in and change the room, and that's your energy that you give off.
Mhm.
Okay. So when things happen, we retain those things, especially during traumas, bad relationships, whatever. We retain that stays in our energy field, and they become blocked, and other ones become like overly. So if your root chakra is blocked, you can't trust people to be yourself. So you speak, you want to speak louder, or you want to, or whatever that may look like. And that's what it is. It's the energy fields around you, and there are 7 of them. 7 main ones. There are more than that, but 7 main ones that we work with. And so that and whatever is going on in your energy field oftentimes come out in your personality or in things that you do, decisions you make, all those things.
And then Teneshia, you also do custom waist beads. So
Yes.
tell me why you think waist beads are so important, because I've been wearing them for the past 2 weeks, and I really feel like they've changed my life.
I have a question before you answer that. Can men wear waist beads, or are they only for? I haven't seen a man wearing waist beads.
No, men usually don't wear waist beads.
Okay, then
It's more of a feminine
Feminine energy.
Yeah.
The feminine energy.
Yes.
I know you have some feminine energy, but you're a man, so don't.
That was just a question.
Well, because we had already said your waist beads will sit like
Yeah,
under
they
your,
be- I don't want no-
titties.
I don't want
So-
no belly beads.
That's what they
So
do.
actually, with Reiki, when I do attunement sessions and I do the assessment, I look at areas that are blocked. And oftentimes when I make beads or prescribe which yoni eggs, it's based upon that energy because we use crystals in order to balance energy. So some waist beads are tied on, okay? And then some of them, they actually have, I don't know if you can see, it has a clip. So you can open and close these. These are ones you can remove, okay? So
Okay.
these are green, okay? And so yeah, that is, and also is for when we look at when I talked about alternative medicine, we have the responsibility to take care of ourselves. That is, maintain a good weight, drink enough water, and things like that. Beads are a constant anchor to tell you, okay, I've had enough. To eat, stop eating, not overeating, because a while back I had gained a lot of weight, and they were like, well, you just eat too much. It's not that you eat bad, you just eat too much. So my portions weren't controlled. So that was a way. And when you first put them on and you want to lose weight, they may sit high, but as you lose weight, then they go lower. So that is one way that waist beads work.
My waist beads told me to stop eating yesterday
Your waist bead says
because
stop
I wear
eating.
the ones that are not removable. They told me to stop. They were like, "No, ma'am." Like I felt like they were about to pop.
Wow.
Right.
Yeah, they were about to pop. And so I actually, the past 2 weeks that I've been wearing them, I've been more in tune with my body. Like Monday and Tuesday, I got out and I was first day I ran. The second day, me and the dog walked like 1.6 miles, and I was sweating and I was burning calories. And I was just like looking at my body like, okay, girl, like, like, it's really helping me to be in tune. What's the echo? No?
I don't know.
Anyway, sorry, y'all. I was making sure my phone wasn't on or whatever. Anyway, they're helping me to they look very sexy on. I don't care if you have a fupa, a pooch pouch, whatever. They look good.
Yeah,
Like
they
when
look
you're,
okay. Yeah.
you just want some.
No, they look good.
No,
girl.
they look good. So it is a little bit of an accessory, a fashion accessory,
Mhm.
but it also has some meaning behind it. And like
Okay.
she said, it's helping you balance your feminine energy, helping you track if you're trying to lose weight, like if you're trying to, like, it's not a way to make you lose weight, but it's helping you to stay disciplined and not eat too much, not drink too much.
Because it can pop.
I'm pretty sure mine could pop because mine don't have any stretch to them,
Okay.
and I cannot take these off.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah, there's no stretch. The stretched ones are more for fashion.
Mhm.
The ones like this is a little bit more for discipline, right,
Okay.
Tanisha?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, because some of them you make them and they are on ones that stretch and they may, move and stretch. But yeah, some of them they're actually tied on, and that helps you to maintain a figure. So
yeah, and I feel like I've been looking good lately since I've been wearing them.
Hey, you cool for what you is.
Yeah, we gonna go to some questions because we got
yes,
we got the first one we
questions.
got was from one of my friends. She messaged the page.
One of our viewers.
Did I screenshot it? Wait, let me see if it's probably not on here. Can you open the worst day of the week?
Yes, of course I
The
can.
inbox. If I can pull it up faster than you, then cool. But I actually didn't even read her question because I wanted to read it as we, were live, and I know my mother had already kind of been prepared for it. Right, mother?
Okay.
Cynthia, Miss Brown?
Yeah.
So this question from one of our viewers, it says that he said, I struggle with balance and stretch myself too thin at times, that I get anxious when I do try to take a break and do more self-care. I feel like I'm missing my kids, or I could be knocking off my to-do list. A mom of 3, full-time teacher, and have 2 small businesses.
right. So
She's telling
it
a
is
lot of our
about balance.
stories. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she does.
She's telling a lot of our stories.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I like to say that if you don't take care of yourself first, you or anybody else. Many of us, especially women, we work outside of the home. We're some of you are wives, mothers. You're in school. You're doing a lot of things, and I think that's where a lot of things that Teneshia and I want to talk about there has to be a balance. You know, if you don't take care of yourself, how can you really just at work? How can you be that mother that you want to be, and even have the businesses? It has to be a balance. But and it is easy for me to tell you how to find that balance. But you have to be able to look at your workload, look at your family, and way to do everything. Also, take care of yourself. Do you have a schedule? You know, are your children on a schedule?
Yeah.
What does your workload look like? You know, you can't do everything and do it perfectly without having some type of a schedule.
Absolutely.
And a lot of times, and I think Teneshia mentioned earlier, when we are doing too much, we find it starting to come out in our bodies. You can feel the anxiety. You know, it comes out in many ways: chronic pain, anxiety, stress, tension, anger. You know, so where do you find the time to take care of you? Where are you in all of this? Where are you in being a mother, being a teacher? Where's that person in the middle of all of this? What are you doing to make sure that you're okay?
And I think that's the problem.
Tanisha, you want to add to that?
Young people. Oh, go ahead, Tanisha.
Right. And so I encourage you, number one, to look at all the things you have on your plate and look at number one, what are you wanting to continue to do to sustain? What things can be delegated? What can somebody else be doing for you? And then set a boundary to, if it's just 20 minutes, it has to be a boundary about 20 minutes to where you sit and actually collect yourself as to what to make sure you're okay. Because what I know for sure is if you keep going at that rate constantly 7 days a week, you're going to end up sick or ill.
Yeah.
And then what is going to happen with your children? Then what's going to happen with the job? And then because you're sick, your body, when you feel anxiety and a little in fatigue, your body is asking for rest. But when you're sick, it's going to make you rest. So it's your decision.
Wow.
It's your decision to say either I'm going to catch it on the front end or on the back end.
Wow.
Yeah. That's good advice.
That's some really good advice. I have a friend that tells me
we don't
that
live life on a schedule. We just kind of go with the flow. And that's really our problem. That's why we keep hitting walls, because we just go. And then we just be like, now I can't do anything today. And then you don't get anything done because you can't do anything.
Yeah.
And it's not that we're sick. We're like lazy, tired.
Yeah.
You're just like, I don't even care today. And then you're like, oh Lord, I didn't care for 2 days and now I got to pay for it.
I didn't care for a whole month.
I'm actually going to make a point to make a schedule. I should be on a schedule.
Right.
I'm self-employed. I have 2 kids. I'm trying to do the podcast. I'm about to actually start real estate school next month, y'all. So this is like crazy. Okay, well, let's move on to another question. This is a good
Brown,
this
the
a
realtor.
good one. This is a good one because I probably should have asked this question before I did what I did.
Yeah.
But it says, I have proof that my husband has been having an affair with a mutual friend. Do I confront them or shall I just file for divorce quietly?
That's a loaded question. We'd have to have more information.
Need more information.
So
let me add something to that.
It's long. I'm not even.
Let me say something.
Huh?
The one thing that we don't do is tell anybody to leave their home.
Okay.
That's just, we are not role to tell you what to do. Our role is to coach you into making the best decision for you. And to do that, we would have to have more information to even be able to coach you into making a better decision or making any type of decision that relates to your marriage. You would have to have more.
Yeah. Okay. Because my mother, when I went to her my situation, she didn't tell me to leave my marriage.
I didn't either.
You were just like, well,
Yeah.
this is a tough one.
It's a tough one. This is a good question because you said when you went to your mother to tell her what was going on in your marriage, and then so how do you give someone good sound advice? How hard is it for you to give someone good sound advice or speak to them when they're dealing with something that you have dealt with? How do you ladies cope?
My
How do you
mother
deal?
should answer that.
How do you cope? What are some things that you do as clinical therapists and counselors to help yourself? What do you ladies do?
What do you mean to help ourselves?
Like for me, I a lot of times people come to me and they're like, "Oh, I need to talk to you," and they say that they enjoy my conversation and that I help them, that I'm always giving them good advice. But like as we said earlier, I have my own problems, and so how hard is
Oh yeah,
it?
so basically he's saying you guys have your own problems. So how do y'all cope after y'all get all this heavy stuff from other people? Like, how do you guys come home and decompress? And because I know my mother, like sometimes she's like, "Oh, I am just tired." She'll say, "My shoulder hurts." It's like almost like carrying the weight of the world, especially when you're a healer, and that's like what you do. Like, well, how do you guys? It's like, it's almost like how do you make sure the therapists are okay? You know what I mean?
Well, that it kind of leads into what we're doing. We have a great support system. Since I moved here, I've gained this wonderful group of sisters, and myself, Teneshia, and some others. We work with each other. We talk to each other. We go out to eat. We're each other's cheerleaders.
Okay.
When we're having a bad day, it is nothing for me to pick up the phone and call Teneshia, call the sisters, and we take that time away. We will plan some time where we will come together. We had a event, I think it was last week, right? Where we came over here and we were all healers, and we laughed, we joked. We're here for one another. I think your support. You have to make sure your support system is healthy. First of all, you have to make sure that the people that you are surrounding yourself is as healthy as you are, and because negativity will breed negativity in that circle. And so that's kind of how we heal ourselves. We work together. We take time away. They know when I need a break. They've been with me long enough where they'll call me on my stuff and they'll tell me to step back. So I think that's important.
Oh wow, that's good. Because we kind of do that for each other. We have a question for you guys. I know you guys work in chemical dependency, so this is probably a good one.
My
significant other,
has a Xanax problem and has for many years. The last few years, he's been getting a prescription from the doctor and abusing it. And up until this summer, after we had our daughter, he's been highly abusing it, taking over 40 pills in a week, doesn't see an issue with it, has left me many times because he can't stand me. And then the pill complaining about the pill addiction and sees nothing wrong with the addiction. I have no idea what to do anymore. I'm so lost for words. My children's are the ones who are suffering.
Oh,
wow,
that's crazy.
That's a good question. First of all, until he wants help, there's not a lot. He has to recognize that there is a problem, and that sounds harsh. But until he realized that the Xanax is causing a problem in his family, there's not a lot she can do.
Does she leave?
And that's
up to her
again.
So y'all don't give advice on that. Oh, because I would be coming in there and I would be like, "Can you please tell me what to do?" That's
exactly why she doesn't have the degree.
I did that. I told you to leave.
Her now.
Let me say this: if I told you to leave and you left, You know who you're gonna get upset with? Me.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
You know, that's your decision. I grew up in a home filled with addiction. I know what that's like, you know. And it wasn't until my mother got tired that she left. I used to beg her to. I wanted her to leave, but she wouldn't. You know, until until the wife is sick and tired of being sick and tired of the situation, she's not going to make a decision. You know, I'm gonna be honest. I would say her children are important, and so is she. She has to determine how long she's gonna leave herself and her children in this environment. That's her decision. I can't make it for her.
Right.
Okay. So you're basically you would
Teneshia,
tell
add?
her. What would you tell her though? You would just tell her that it has to be when
Number
she's sick
one,
and
I'm gonna
tired,
be honest, and Teneshia may speak on the medical aspect of coming off of Xanax without medical assistance is dangerous.
It's
Okay.
very dangerous.
So it's very dangerous.
Mm.
And the amount that he's taking is very dangerous.
Okay. Oh wow. So she may need to. What does she need to do?
She
Get him
needs
to the
to.
hospital?
I would if when he is ready, he will need to be detoxed in the hospital because people who stop
Yeah.
taking
Right.
Xanax, they often they can have seizures and a number of
Yeah.
other issues. And that is one thing within herself. And I understand that they're married, but then she's got to look at herself and her children. Be the advocate and protector of her kids, and that's where I would have her start to look not at him because he's a fully grown man, but at herself and what is she doing.
Hmm.
And what can she be doing to make herself more comfortable or her life better? If that is to leave, then that's up to her. Or if it's to make him or insist that he get assistance or help, then that's also up to her. Ethically, when we have a license, we can't be like, girl, you need to leave him. Even though I may think it. I may think it 15 times. I may think it, or I may call things be like, girl, this dude still ain't working after 15 years. You know.
Right. You heard what you stop telling me to lead people.
So but ethically, we have to just start with the person, have her look at herself and begin to work her plan. And oftentimes, you know, when you're married, you have to have an exit plan. Like, you know, how my kids going to be taken care of? Where am I going to live? All of these things. There are a number of things that go with that. So you can't be like, girl, pack your bags and go tonight.
You have a plan.
That's not, you got to have a plan. So we would have to, my thing with her would be number one, to look deep within herself and see where she wants to go. Short-term plans. In 1 week, I want to have this, that, and that. Whether that entails I need a separate bank account, or whether that entails, you know, he will be, you know, he's going to be in the therapy. It can be both spectrums, but she needs to determine exactly what her goals are and where she needs to. And once she determines that, she needs to start to move the needle to where she was wanting to go.
So that's why I love therapy, because it actually helps you to look at yourself. Like some people can start off a session and they're just talking about the other person and what they did. But it's honestly like, okay, I need to ask you, why are you allowing that to happen to you? Why are you dealing with that? What is it about you that's attracting you to that? So it's more about, you need to do some soul searching. You need to really dig deep and see, okay, you in here complaining about this man, yet you're with him. So it says more about you than the person. And my therapist, because when I literally sounded like the lady when I don't know if you ever saw the movie. What's the movie, Mom, that TD Jakes did?
Woman Now Loose?
No. The War Room.
The War Room.
Okay.
Yeah, I was that. Yeah. Down, just like, and he's this, and he's that, and and she was like, okay, so why you? What you doing? You know, why are you dealing with that? And it really was, I was like, I don't know. You know, I was like, I don't know why I'm dealing with that. I guess I love him. And it's like, okay, well, you seem like you're hurting, you're unhappy. Why would you keep yourself? You know, she's like helping me answer my own questions. And I'm having to be like, oh. So that's really what therapy is. It's never about going in there and talking about what somebody else did to you. You got to find out, okay, why are those kind of people coming to
Why are you there?
Why are
Yeah.
you there? What's going on with you? And so I just thought my therapist really helped me to start doing my own self-evaluation,
Mm.
and that's what helped me to be like, okay, you're making this decision because it's going to help you. Because at first I would have just stayed to help him and make him happy and give him what he needed. But then I would have still been suffering. So it's like, oh, okay,
Are you ladies doing online therapy sessions right now?
Yes.
You are? Okay. Where are some of the outlets? How do we get that information about online therapy session?
With us or with anybody?
With you
With
too.
you.
You can email my email.
Okay, so we'll put their contact information because I'm pretty sure some ladies are gonna be reaching out to them.
Okay.
I have a question because since Teneshia does the voice beats,
Mhm.
it's a good question.
Okay.
We may have some white ladies in the comments.
Okay.
And so she says, "Hello, I am a white woman, and I recently came across some TikToks about explaining the history and the use of waist beads.
Mhm.
I have done research on the history of the beads and how they are to stay hidden, which I don't think they don't gotta stay hidden, and what they represent. But I want to make sure it would not be disrespectful to wear and make beads. I am on the journey to lose and track my weight, and I was wondering if it is appropriate for white women to use waist beads."
Absolutely. Everyone can use waist beads. It's,
Yeah.
and the other thing, and it is basically the wearer's discretion as to who sees her beads. Some women feel like that's just for their intimate partners and they should never be seen by anyone else. And some people, they wear them at the beach for everybody to see. It's based upon the wearer's discretion, really.
I have seen all of Erin's waist beads. She's like, I'm gonna wear a crop top on the show, so that since we talking about waist beads, I'm gonna just have my waist beads out. I'm like, no, Erin, you cannot wear your waist beads. She's like, yeah, I'm gonna wear them because they need to see the waist beads. I'm like, Erin, you put on the waist beads.
You exaggerating. Oh my God, that is not how I said it.
That's exactly how it went. That's exactly how that conversation went.
Oh my God.
Ladies,
that's funny.
You have some more questions?
Not really, but I don't know. They can probably answer this. My mother. Okay, Teneshia, are you single?
No, I'm married.
Oh, Tanisha's married. My mother. Are you in an entanglement? Are you single?
I am single.
Miss Brown, don't answer that.
You don't ever tell me. I don't never know what's going on. It could be a man laying in her bed right now.
Oh, you trying to get you a therapy session here right now? With
COVID is going on. I am single.
And I really think this is also about opening up your horizons or whatever. I may not even be using the right word, but it says, am I the only one who feels as if their soulmate is not where they currently reside?
Oh, okay.
No.
That's a good question.
I agree.
I'm not one who can do long distance relationship. I had a long distance relationship going on with somebody in Houston.
Busy as you are,
I had to move to Houston, and then when it was over, I had to move back to Dallas. Like 2 years later,
okay, let's let them speak on that.
Okay.
I want to get some expert opinion.
Go ahead, Cynthia.
Teneshia married, so she's like, I don't know what to say.
That's a hard question. How do I answer that? I don't know where your soulmate is. I don't know. For me, I'm not looking for him. I feel like
when a man find a wife,
working too hard. I think that's working too hard. I think the more we work on ourselves and self-care, you may not believe it, but I think we'll set ourselves up to meet that person that we're supposed to meet.
Yeah.
A lot of times we work on meeting the person before we're doing any type of healing, and we're going to continue to meet that same type of man that we've been meeting, man or woman. We spend so much time looking for the soulmate instead of looking for yourself.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of times we're looking for happiness outside of ourselves, and so instead of worrying about where that soulmate is, work on yourself.
Yeah.
Set yourself up that when he finds you, he won't have to fix you or you won't have to fix him.
Oh my.
Dang.
really good, Mama. When he finds you, he won't have to fix you.
Ooh.
Yeah, Aaron, he hurry up and get it
Because
together.
right now he would have to fix me. He had to fix me, child. Listen, after the year, my last couple of years, I need to be fixed.
I just want Jesus to fix me.
Well, we thank you, ladies, so much. Is there anything you want to add? Anything that you want? Anything that you want to share with us that we did not know?
Well, we wanted to just add that we're doing a healer retreat in December. And this is for women of color. We're looking for anyone that's in the field of helping, whether you're a nurse, educator, hairstylist. You hear people problems all the time. What we're finding is we don't take care of ourselves. So we wanted to find and offer a safe and healthy healing environment in which you have the ability to heal and take care of yourself. So that's the first one.
You said that's in December?
December, yes.
December the 4th through the 6th in Galveston.
In Galveston.
Oh, nice.
Okay. And
the
then
Healer.
I love that. Healers retreat.
Smart.
The 4th through the 6th.
Because that was my question earlier. I was like, how do y'all stay okay?
Yeah.
Because they get all that stuff like coming at them. And it's like, oh my gosh. Because my mom would sometimes be like, oh, I had a client. He lost his entire family.
You can't.
And I'm just like, oh my God. Like, I'm like, girl, you need some alcohol after that. Like, girl, you got to pour you a drink. You got to take you a shot after that. That's too much.
Ernie, you too much. Thank you so much, ladies, for coming on the show. We really, really, really enjoyed
We're going to post the information for the Healers.
We're going to post the information for the Healer retreat on our worst day of the week page, and then we'll tag you in it just in case some ladies have something that they want to ask you or anything like that. And we look forward to talking to you again.
More, like maybe we can make this a thing.
I'm definitely gonna call for me a session. I may have to call you both. Y'all might have to tag team.
Oh, y'all got to tag team on this sweet baby. Baby, you need help. Y'all
might have to tag team. Y'all might have to. I mean, jump from ropes and stuff.
They just got to plead the blood of Jesus.
It's gonna be something that's gonna be needed. Thank you so much, ladies, for coming. And we will see you next time.
All right.
Bye, ladies.
Bye.
All right.
Oh, that was good. Thank you, Miss Brown.
That was amazing.
Oh, that was so good. We had therapy talk.
We did. I got me a little free session.
You did get a free. You need to send my mama some money. Baby, you need to send them some money because
because
you crazy.
That was amazing. I really had a good time. Y'all know what time it is.
Oh Lord. I'm not even ready. You ready?
You ready for what? Oh my goodness. So y'all,
what you been seeing on Facebook news feed?
Forget what we saw on Facebook news feed. Let's talk about what you did to me last night. No,
Lord, I'm finna say, Lord, I'm scared.
No, don't talk about.
Oh, I was nervous. I'm like, Lord, please don't share nothing else that I've done. Please.
No, I'm not gonna do
please
that.
Please don't, Lord. You be embarrassing me.
I really did. I embarrassed you.
Sometimes. I
posted it on Facebook. I asked people, have I ever embarrassed you? You know, and I'm a work in progress. You know, I really want to know if I embarrass people. Like I don't mean to embarrass people. How do you feel when I embarrass you?
No, I make fun of myself all the time. So I laugh. You know, I laugh at you.
Okay.
You know that.
I mean. But do you like get embarrassed like to where you like I'm not going to call him anymore to come with me or what kind of embarrassment is it?
Oh, I'm never. You don't embarrass me.
Oh, okay. Good.
I was just joking with you. Calm down.
Okay, so Jared Irvin said, "Don't have kids if their sexuality, learning abilities, or physical flaws will make you love them any
that's
different."
Dope.
What do you think about that? It's dope.
No, I mean, sometimes I'm sorry. Like you said, if you said that time, he's like, you had a son, he was gay. You'd be like, no.
Yeah.
Now you wouldn't love him any differently.
I wouldn't love him any different, but I wouldn't.
You wouldn't be happy with that choice.
I wouldn't be happy with it.
Honestly, I really feel like you just have to love people unconditionally. Too many people love with conditions. So I wouldn't say don't have kids. You just have to learn to love people where they are.
Meet them where they're at.
Yeah.
That's a
You
good
know
one.
that y'all know there's a group. It's a support group for loving married men.
Wow.
There's really a support group on that.
Shut up. There's not a support group.
Loving a married man support group.
Oh my God.
It's a
what
real
kind
group.
of fuckery is that?
Oh
That
no,
is
I'm gonna read some of
horrible.
the. I'm gonna read some of the posts.
Oh my gosh.
So this is my what the what, because it's like, what what are you talking about? Is this really happening? Is this real? You go to a what the what, and I'm gonna pull up a post.
Okay,
because-
so I saw this on Facebook earlier. It was from Brittany Michelle. She wanted to know how people felt about this, and so it says, if you have sex with a man and you get pregnant, and the man tell you from the start that he does not want the baby, he offers you money for an abortion, and you still want to have the baby, and you have the baby, and the man does not take care of your, this was in parentheses, child, do not fix your mouth to call him a deadbeat dad if he can't be a deadbeat. A child he told you from day one that he doesn't want to take care of, or he wasn't ready for a child. You're the reason your child does not have a father.
Disgusting. We're talking about a man that inserted.
Now, Brittany Michelle didn't say that.
Wait. But are we talking about a man?
Danita
Are we
said it,
talking about a man who's inserted his bare penis inside of somebody?
yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's some bullshit. Like, no, get out of here with that. That's nonsense.
I mean, that's crazy, right? Like, how can
If you put your bare penis,
you have to
inside
take the
somebody,
precaution. You didn't take any of the precautionary steps, like, but you want to
you know, and
later
they kill me when they say you need to go get an abortion, sir.
why would I
If you
do
knew
that?
you was gonna be like that, why didn't you wear a condom?
Right.
This is a post from one of the girls, and I should say her name
Mm-hmm.
because she's a proud mistress. I really do think a lot of the ex-wives blame side chicks for their marriages failing. Here is the truth you can't swallow. Your husband chose us. Your man was out here choosing, and all we said was yes. Slipping that ring off. These women are so lost.
Yeah.
Oh, bless their hearts. Oh my God.
Anytime.
I swear some of you wives have that reap what you sow marriage. Some of you don't realize that side chick he is messing with, her name could be Karma, reminding you that you too can lose them if you don't learn how to keep them.
Oh, wow.
What is the obsession with married men? Yeah.
Those women
When
are
I
crazy.
see married men, I be like, you ugly. You're not even cute to me. Like, once I find out you in a relationship or you got a girlfriend, I'm done. Like, ew, get away from me, you ugly.
Oh my goodness.
But yeah, y'all, there's a group on that. I know it's too much. A lot of the ladies are trying to actually get in the group so they can lurk in the comments.
Bunny Bowen says that she is heavy on loyalty. If you gonna fold when you mad, I don't need you around me.
These posts be so hood sometimes. That's why I don't share them. It's like, let me see if that was. Let me see.
It says I'm heavy on loyalty.
I'm
if you gonna
heavy
fold,
on loyalty. If you gonna fold when you mad, I don't need you around me. So I wouldn't share that because that just sounds so.
nothing wrong with the way that
So
sounds.
good.
You
So good. I just can't. Some stuff I don't share if it sound like.
Erica Grease said, I be looking raggedy, but bitch, when I fix myself up, I'm one fine little fat bitch.
What? First of all, you know I'm cute 2 days out the month. You know I'm cute 2 days out the month, right? Somebody wrote, cooking together is a form of intimacy. And then somebody backdoors and says, no one who actually cooks wants to cook with other people in the kitchen. Is that true?
That's true.
See, I don't
hate
cook.
other people in the kitchen with me.
You see that side of the?
Yeah.
I'm sitting on that.
You
side.
saw how when I was in your kitchen cooking the other day,
And
that,
you saw
like,
how I didn't assist you, right?
Yeah, but you saw how like I kept pushing everybody out. Like, why is Jacob in the kitchen with me?
Yeah. Women need to be all the way honest. Men ain't complaining about no damn video. We like that. Oh, this is about the WAP song.
Okay.
We like that. The real issue is that females want to be sexually free and still be considered wifey material. And that ain't never gonna happen. You heard me?
I think that you can still be scantily clad and still be.
But what about when he's talking about when you're putting it out there like that you're being sexual out in the open? And like you said, men want a woman in the streets freaking the sheets. But now the new age women are just straight up like, I need my coochie ate today. Like that'll be a post from a girl. And I'll be like, oh, because I'm still like, wait, I'm not there yet. But I will literally see a post like that. And they're like, I need to sit on somebody's son's face today. I'm like, what? It's too much. Like, wait, no.
Nobody is saying that, Erin. I have not seen anything like that.
Remember I told you about the boy who says, I miss sucking penis?
Okay,
and I'm just like, whoa.
Yeah,
like,
Jared is a different breed of person. Though.
Like, I'm just like, wow. But no, women do that too. Yeah. They would that too.
Bryce Rogers says, stop thinking that you're ugly. You are ugly. Just stop thinking about it. Like,
and that's me. I feel like that he should have just added me. He should have just added me.
He was talking about you.
He was, because I'm like, sir, just add me next time. Because sometimes I look at myself and I'll be like, girl, you hurt.
Kendrick Gilstrap said that WAP sex lasts less than 15 minutes. It's not up for discussion.
Right.
Anything longer than that, you do not have WAP, ma'am.
Right.
That's a really good one, y'all. That was all of the ones that I had.
That's funny.
This is so okay. So the person that posted this, never mind, I'm not gonna say that. It says a lot of us fell in love with someone that we should have only fucked once and then murdered. It's funny, right?
Horrible. No, it's disgusting.
It's funny.
Somebody posted, they said I wouldn't post my man even if he was missing. What's up with that? Like people are like not posting their man, because even I feel like that. Like I'm not posting nobody.
I didn't post it that I was in a relationship. You
never posted, David. I come to your house and there's pictures everywhere, and I'm like, what?
Yeah.
What? You're in a whole relationship?
When I'm
so private.
If I would have posted that, then it would have made other people pursue me more. It's like when people see me in a relationship, then that's when they feel like that they can be with me. So and when they don't want me when I'm single, so I would pretend to be single, while I was in a relationship. But now I am single, and
that's what you get.
Shut up.
That's what you get.
Y'all, we want to thank y'all so much for tuning in the worst day of the week today. Erin, did you have a good time today?
I did. I think the show is very healing and therapeutic. Yeah. And honestly, I think we should do that every couple of months.
And you have to remember that it is okay to not be okay.
I know. And let us know if you guys want these shirts. I have one that says mental wealth. Mm-hmm. Shirts are $20. Mm-hmm. And Andre, of course, it's okay to not be okay. Not be okay. I know you look so good in your shirt.
Thank you. It matches my shoes.
Now give me a compliment. No, I was kidding.
Your hair is nice. My shirt matches my shoes. Isn't that right?
And then I just have random leopard sandals on. I don't know.
Y'all want to think? Oh. So our alcohol today was provided.
Oh, yeah.
Our alcohol today was provided by the Marshall Group. The Marshall Group is a tax office. It's located at 6155 Jefferson. 6155 Samuel Boulevard. That's in Dallas, Texas. It's Suite 180. It's in Pleasant Grove. That's the Marshall Group for all your tax needs. It was formerly VIP Tax and Solutions. They've been there for about 5 years now. That's where I go. A lot of my friends go. And so y'all want to say thank you so much. We have a special guest next week. I'm trying to find him.
Who's our special guest? You know what? My friend is the creator of the first Black-owned throw pillow line.
Really?
She wants to come on and talk about her designs. Throw pillows.
She wants to talk
about
beautiful.
Pillows. Yeah.
You.
I mean, look how important pillows are in my living room. And in my bedroom.
Pillows.
Yes. Men aren't into it, but you have throw pillows all on your couch.
I have. My Aunt Lula gave me those pillows.
So you're not into like the decor thing? No, we may have the first Black throw pillow designer on. But who did you say we were gonna have?
Oh, we have a guest, Dank Vodka. The guy the owner of Dank Vodka. It's a new.
So he's gonna be on the next show.
Vodka. It's called Dank Vodka. Yeah. And he will be here.
I like this bottle.
On next year.
Is this mine?
It's really good. Yes, that is yours. I've already opened it and start tasting it. It's really good. You can't get it at every liquor store, but there are like 4 liquor stores in Dallas.
The bottle is blue, right?
Yeah, the bottle is like a turquoise. It's blue. I think they're in the process of changing the bottle. It's been out for a little while now.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
It says dank responsibly.
I had it for breakfast the other day. It was
What?
really good. Yeah.
What?
I like to have vodka for breakfast.
What?
Vodka and orange juice. I like to have a screwdriver for breakfast.
What?
Goodbye. Thank y'all for watching.
Heavy on the judgment. Heavy on the judgment.
Worst day of the week.
It's gonna be a good day, even on my worst day. Nothing makes me smile more than hanging with my family. LOLs and good times, yeah, that's how we mob it. No filters on the real deal. Say something, get it poppin'. Laughing is good for the soul. Keep it 100, yeah, you already know. Not Friday, Saturday, Sunday, but the worst day of the week. It's not Friday, Saturday, Sunday, but the worst day of the week. Yeah.
Worst day of the week.
Worst day of the week. Yeah.